Hello everyone, welcome to the next lecture. In this lecture, we are going to study about some terms, for example, like your nodes, loops, okay. Then we have branches, okay. So these terms are used when we further study about various kinds of concepts in your network theory, okay. So let's start with the first one. So node, okay. So what is node? So a node is a point where two or more than two elements meet each other in a electrical circuit, okay. So uh, let's say we have a electrical circuit. Let's say this is the voltage source, okay. This is the voltage source V, okay. These are the three resistors that are connected in this particular electrical circuit. Let's say this is R1, this is your R2, this is R3, and this is your, let's say this is your current source I, okay. So according to the definition of node, what we can see is like a node is basically a junction where two or more than two elements meet. For example, this is a node, okay. This is also a node where three resistors are meeting each other, okay. So this is your second node. This is the third node, okay. One more thing that you need to remember is between two nodes, there must be some kind of circuit element that must be present in between those two nodes. It can be a resistor, capacitor, inductor, voltage source, or it can be a current source, whether it is dependent or independent. The condition is there must be a circuit element between the two nodes. For example, this particular, so for example, like this is a common node, okay, because no circuit element is present between these 3 points, okay. Since no circuit element is present, so this is a common node, okay. So let's start with the second term, okay. So branch. So what is branch? So branch of an electrical circuit can be defined more precisely as the portion of the circuit between two nodes which can deliver or absorb energy, okay. So a point between the two nodes depicts basically your branch, okay. So this is, for example, your branch which consists of a voltage source. This is also a branch with a current source, okay. So this is also a branch, okay. These are also branches depicting various kinds of your resistors, okay. So each branch has its own characteristic. For example, like branches can be used to show impedance, okay. They can also be used to show like resistance, inductance, capacitance, voltage sources, current sources, okay. So I hope like it is clear what is branch, okay. So the next term we have is your loop, okay. So what is loop? So loop refers to a closed path or a circuit within a network that starts and ends at the same node. For example, like in the electrical circuit, you can see, for example, let's say this is the node 1, okay. So a loop is formed by traversing various branches which are connected in series, okay. And a loop also ends and starts at the same node, okay. So let's say this is the loop L1, okay. So we can have more loops. For example, this is also a loop, okay. Let's say this is L2, okay. This is also a loop, okay. This is also your loop which is starting and ending at your first node. So these terms, nodes and loops, we use when we study about like Kirchhoff's laws, okay. For example, like KVL, KCL, Ohm's law. So that's why we are studying these terms, okay. So that's all for today, guys. I will see you in the next lecture. Thank you.